TIRTIR are a brand that have made incredible foundations, and every single one they make tends to go viral for a particular reason, right? So I'm making this video today because one question I get asked all the time on here, on Instagram, whenever I use a TIRTIR foundation is, what's the difference? This is not sponsored in any way. Half of foundations here I have purchased myself because I love the brand, but I just wanted a reference that I could send people to when I get asked this question. So this is it.
And just a heads up as well, sorry for the terrible sound, all the shades I demonstrate in this video aren't necessarily my shade. So you'll see me use some shades that are more my summer shades, so they're a little bit yellowy on my skin. I'm usually a 24N latte during the summer, and then I'm around a 23N sand at the moment in all the foundations. So there are going to be some shades discrepancies. Also on the Red Ruby one, I did buy a shade that is too light. However, I'm going to use it on camera because I can just put some bronzer on it, etc. So the mismatches aren't completely terrible, but please just take note of the finish and the texture on the skin. And although I tend to be the same shade in most of their foundations across the board, do bear in mind that foundations, no matter what brand you buy for with a matte finish, they dry down matte, do tend to come out darker. So you may need to go a shade lighter in those foundations.
There are 8 cushions that we are looking at today. Some of them aren't available in all markets, but I'm going to go through every single one anyway, because when you look them up online, you come across all of them, plus a new one that isn't out worldwide yet, but I feel like it's coming, so I want to touch on it right now for you. Oh no, 9, because we have their liquid foundation too. Okay, let's start with the classic. This is the TIRTIR Mask Fit Red Cushion, also available in a mini. I have the finishes right in front of me here. I have also made a chart, right? So I'll put that at the end of this video so you can refer back to it, screenshot it, do whatever you want to do. This is TIRTIR's most viral product. This is the one that kind of like boosted them into the worldwide market. It is a breathable, natural finish with a full coverage that still looks like skin. So this is your everyday full coverage, still looking like skin. It has a semi-matte finish. So it's not completely matte, it's not completely glowy. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. So semi-matte, medium to full coverage for like normal combination and slightly dry skin. I actually do like this on oilier skins. I'm oily and I love this. I use it a lot because I like being like glowy, but I do just powder it and it's absolutely fine. Next up is the Mask Fit All Cover Cushion. This is their pink compact, again available in a mini too. This is matter than the red cushion and is designed also for long wearing throughout the day. It really helps keep oil in check, so if you do have an oilier skin, this is going to be a great option for you. The finish is matte, full coverage, great for anyone with oily skin or combination skin or anybody who just wants shine control throughout the day. And I have to say, all the cushions do a really good job at sitting on top of texture. So if you do have textured skin, things like larger pores, perhaps fine lines, all these foundations do sit beautifully on top of them. Okay, next up we have the silver, also available in mini. I don't have the mini. So the silver is the Mask Fit Aura Cushion. So this is going to be more of a radiant glow. Coverage is light to medium buildable, so you can really build it up as much as you want. And this is going to be great for dry or dehydrated skin. Again, oily people can use it, just keep on top of it. And this is really, really great if you want that really classic K-beauty glow to the skin. It has ingredients in hyaluronic acid that keeps the skin looking plump and juicy. So this is a really great option to go for. I actually really love this one. I think it's really beautiful. So this is great for natural makeup, everyday, anyone who wants hydration. Again, this is all going to be in a what's it called? A chart for you. And then we have the Mask Fit AI Filter Cushion. This is probably the newer one that you're seeing. You can see everything in a reflection there. And it also comes in the mini. Now, I think this might be my favorite, and then the red comes second, and then the new red comes after, but we'll look at that in a minute. So this is matte, completely blurred filter skin. So when they mean AI filter, it means it keeps the skin blurred. This is going to be great for people with normal, in quotes, to more combinations or oilier skins. Drier skin, you might find it dry looking on the skin because it is that velvety matte, completely matte finish. But what that does is it minimizes the appearance of pores, fine lines, giving it that AI filter blur look, right? So you're almost thinking of this as a cushion that provides a blurry filter to the skin. And it's that like digitally altered softening. So if you want smooth, perfected makeup, great for photography, great if you're going to be on camera. You want a full coverage, this is great to go for. And then you also have a liquid. This is one of my favorite foundations. I feel like this gets better the more you wear it, and that's coming from someone with oily skin where our foundation tends to get worse the more you wear it. But this has more of that radiant satin glow. Full coverage, it's great for normal skin types, dry skin types, anyone who likes a nice glow with a fuller coverage. And I really like this because a lot of full coverage foundations, especially ones that sit nicely on oily skin, tend to be matte. And not all oily people want to be completely matte, so it's really nice to have that option off that glow, off that shine. Think of it as the liquid version of a red cushion. So for a hydrated finish, long-lasting, radiant coverage, the liquid foundation is the best one to go for. Let's talk about some cushions that might come up on your radar if you search for TIRTIR online that may not be available everywhere, which might be not even be useful to you. Let's start with the blue one. So this is the Mask Fit Cool Blue Sun Cushion. This isn't really foundation in any way. This is an SPF tone-up cushion. So it's very sheer, very minimal. Think about this as SPF because it's gonna give you hardly anything on the skin. It isn't a foundation. Skin is SPF 50. PA++++, had to read all the pluses there. Great for all skin types, including sensitive skins, which some heavy SPFs can be quite stingy on sensitive skin, but it also gives a cooling effect, which I love during the summer months. They also do the cooling skincare range as well as the cooling mist. So this is going to be great for no makeup days, those SPF touch-ups, but only if you have an extremely fair skin tone. This is white on me. So I got this out of curiosity, but having SPF 50 in a cushion and have it not leave that white cast is a very difficult job. Next up is one of my absolute favorites. This is the Mask Fit Crystal Mesh Cushion. It is stunning. It just looks like something Sailor Moon would have, doesn't it? If you want glass skin, and I'm in glassy, and it comes in a mini too. This is a very light sheer foundation. It is so beautiful though. This is basically your foundation skincare all in one. It is, think of it like tinted water. That's if you truly wanted to tint your skin. Imagine getting the dropper tool, you know, off your skin and just dropping it on your face, and it gives you a veil of radiance and color. This is the one to go for. I love subtle radiance, and I think this is a really, really perfect foundation for this. Perfect foundation for this, for that look, sorry. So this is going to be great for people who have more dry to combination skins. If you have oily skin, this is going to be horrendous to keep trying to touch up throughout the day. I don't mind it. I like being shiny. I'll powder my nose. But for those skin types who want dewy skin, radiance, like glow, 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 this is the one. Which leads me on to this. Now, this is really, really super new from filming this. So this is the Mask Fit Ruby Mesh Cushion. It looks like the silver one, but it's red. This is stunning. I have never used a foundation like this in my life. So this is brand new, and like I said, it's one of the ones that isn't really being introduced into the worldwide market yet. So the shade range is still extremely limited. Like they do with their foundations, they release them into the Asian market and then into the worldwide market with an extended shade range. I don't know how to describe this. It's really, really strange. The only way I know how to describe it is how I would describe some glossy lip tints, right? The color goes down on the skin. And I love the new kind of, this texture sponge that comes with it. So it's got that mesh top again to it. And the way I would describe this is the color goes down on the skin. I did get a shade slightly too dark for me. And then it kind of gets this glow to it. So it's almost like how I'm seeing it is a great coverage foundation with the finish of this. It's almost like the color goes down and then stays long lasting, and then there's this glowy coating over the top. So there's like lip tints, you know when you put a lip tint down and the lip tint then grips to the lip and stays there, but then there's a gloss sheen on top? That's what it's like to me. It is one of the most beautiful foundations. The packaging, look at that. That's great. It's incredible. But this is one of the most beautiful foundations I have ever used, and I can't wait for them, if they are going to, I don't know if they are, to extend the shade range off this. I think the darkest they do at the moment, you can see my hand is a bit orangey here, is 24N. Yeah, 24N Latte. And the lightest they do is 19N. No, 17C, sorry, and 19N are the lightest. I'm waiting for 23 Sand to come back in stock because I think that's my winter shade. This will be my summer shade. If you are anyone, any skin type, and you want a glow that's long lasting, this is so beautiful. When I tried this, I could not get over this. Even when people see me wearing this, they're like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, shh. It's this. It's not meant to be a secret because it's out there, but I adore this foundation so much. You may also see a black and a white compact online. Those are discontinued. The white is a very sheer glowy cream that has more like skincare benefits, and the black one I believe was a little bit more full coverage, but those are discontinued and you can't really get them. There are some places. Okay, quick breakdown before I talk about how I find it best to match yourself to foundations like this online. If you want full coverage, you can choose between the red cushion that will have a natural full coverage, the all cover cushion that is a matte full coverage, the AI filter, which is an ultra smooth full coverage, or the red liquid foundation, which is a radiant full coverage. If you want more of a natural dewy glow, you have the Aura cushion, which has a soft dewy finish, the Crystal Mesh, which has a high glow, and of course the Mask Fit Ruby Mesh, which is glowy full coverage, or you can use, again, the liquid foundation and have that radiant glowy full coverage. If you have dry skin, go for the Aura cushion, the Crystal Mesh cushion, the red foundation, or the Ruby Mesh cushion. If you have oily skin and you don't really want to keep touching up throughout the day with powder, you can go for the all cover cushion or the AI filter. If you want that no makeup natural look, you can go for the Aura cushion, the Crystal Mesh cushion, or just sparingly use the red liquid foundation, or any of these foundations, to be honest with you. It really does depend on how you apply it if you want the no makeup look. Now, can we talk about how to match yourself to foundations online? You can absolutely get those foundation finders, but I haven't had much luck with those, to be honest with you. I often get the wrong shade. If you are unable to go into a store, if you are unable to purchase samples of a foundation before, like a TIRTIR do with their red cushion foundation, the Mask Fit red cushion, then here's what I do. I will go to the website and I will look at the general shade range. I will then pick 2 shades that I think might be my skin tone, dependent on the model, right, wearing it, or the swatch. And this will be on the brand's official website. A lot of brands do share advertisement pictures, but a lot of other brands, especially places like Space NK, Sephora, places like that, Ulta, may take their own pictures. So that means you have different lighting, different models. So I would then check out those, what are they called? Like stores that sell loads of different brands, and see what those colors I have chosen look like on those websites. As another shade caught my eye that I think might be my shade too because of these, then I'll add that in. Maybe I'll remove a shade I was thinking about before. I will then open my web browser, have a tab for each shade I want to try, go to Google in each of those tabs, type in the foundation plus the shade. I will then go to images. I will then look through all those images. People upload their own swatches, people upload their own pictures, their own faces. That way you get to see those same shades in multiple different lightings, and that's what's important, is the lighting. You get to read more reviews. I know that seems like a lot of effort, but if you're not going to go into store, if you are unable to try some of these foundations because some of them aren't available in store yet, this is the best way to know that what you're getting, what you're going to receive, is going to be suitable for you. And it only takes a few minutes and you don't want to waste your money. I will then go over to the social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. And I'm not necessarily listening to what this person is saying because I've already made my mind up that I want this foundation. I'm looking at skin tone, I'm looking at lighting, I'm looking at where they are. Right now I'm in white light. I'll go to YouTube, look for somebody with a similar skin tone to me, and go from there. So that's how I like to match a foundation personally. So those are the foundations for all the different skin types and the results that you want. I know not a lot of people will watch this, but I just want this to be a reference point for me because it makes it easier for me to send people to this video. And if you are thinking about getting any of these foundations, then I hope that helps you too. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. Please do consider subscribing, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.